अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, क्या हाल है भी सबके। ओके जी, आज इंटीग्रेशन का टॉपिक है। So first of all, I will start from the basic knowledge of the integration. So just for 5 minutes, I will start the first topic, integration. So basically, the revision of AS level. Revision of AS levels. Before starting the integration of the A2, I would like to revise the AS level integration. Okay, the first one is when we started the integration in AS level, we have the first formula is just like this one. If I want to find the integral of this expression, any constant k x raised to power n dx. The method of this one case remains constant as it is. We have to 1 into this power divided by the new power and plus c. N must be not equal to -1 in this case. I will give 2 or 3 examples, just like the questions over here. If I want to find uh, 5 times x raised to power 3 dx, so its answer will be 5 will remain as it is and x raised to power 3 plus 1 over 4. So the final answer will be 5 by 4 x raised to power 4 plus c. Did you get the concept? Just revise this one. So suppose we have the question number 2. If any terms in the square root sign or any terms of the x in under root sign or any terms of x in the denominator, first you have to shift in the numerator, just like this one. So you can write this one as x raised to power -3 into dx. I will get x raised to power -3 plus 1 over -2 plus c. If I'm not wrong, the answer will be -1 over 2x squared plus c. Question number 3 is, if I have a 3 over under root x, just like this one. As I said before, integration of the simple in S level, no term of x must be in denominator or there must be in the radical sign. So you have to write in the exponential form. So you have to write 3 as it is, x raised to power -1 by 2 into dx. I will take just 2 or 3 minutes to revise the AS levels. Over 1 by 2 plus c. If I am not wrong, the final answer will be 3 to the 6 under root x plus c. Remember that you have to solve the question by yourself. You have to simplify. That was the first rule. Now in AS level, then we have the second rule. What was the second rule? If you have the whole power in integral sign, just like this one, whole power. Okay, in AS level, you have just like this one, ax plus b raised to power n. So you have to find the integral of this one. The terms within whole power remain as it is. You have to add 1 into this power and divide it by the new power. And you have to multiply the derivative of the terms within the square root sign within the whole power. So what's the term within the whole power is ax plus b. Its derivative is a and plus c. And in the same case, you have to apply n is not equal to -1. So over here, I have this one. Question number three, just I want to confirm. Question number three is, sorry, question number four is, if I have to solve this one, 1 plus 4x raised to power 6 into dx. So what you'll have at I1 plus 4x raised to power 7 over 7 into 4 plus c. Where this 4 comes from, this 4 is the coefficient of x. So you have to write this one, or this 4 is the derivative of the expression within the whole power. So if you have the question number 5, just like this one, 3 over under root 2 minus 3x. What should be its answer is, first you have to write the power as whole expressions, 2 minus 3x raised to power minus 1 by 2. What we'll do, 3 as it is, you have to write 2 minus 3x. You have to add 1 into this power. The new power you have to write as denominator, and you have to multiply over here the coefficient of x, or in other words, the derivative of that expression which is within the whole power. So this 3 will be cancelled by this one. It becomes 2 times minus 2 times under root 2 minus 3x, this one. If I'm not wrong, please check the calculations. If you have more than 2 terms and all the terms having that expressions, so you have to apply the whole integral, just like this one, 4x squared minus 1 over under root 1 plus 2x dx. If integral you have 2 or more than 2 terms and the whole power is 1, then you have to apply the integral rule on each separate term. So I have to find this one, integral of 4x squared into dx and minus integral of 1 over under root 1 plus 2x into dx. Please check, is it correct or not? So whenever there are 2 or more than 2 terms separating by the plus or minus sign, that the whole power is 1, you have to apply the integral separate form. So you have to write the first term is 2 plus 1 over 3. The second one is the whole power. I will make it short. 1 plus 2x raised to power minus 1 by 2 plus 1. And I have to write this one as minus 1 by 2 plus 1 into 2. When all rules are applied and there is no term whose integration is remained left, then you have to put one sign of integration. So I will get over here is 4 by 3 x cubed minus under root 1 plus 2 at, I will make it short, and plus c, that's the division of AS levels. So dear students, this is the whole expression of division of AS level. Is there any problem over here? Okay. Now I will start the integration of A2 levels. The first one is, I will start from here, integration of A2 level. So how will I will start, the first one is integration of exponential function. Integration of exponential function. So I will make it integration function. How will I will explain this one is, just like the first one is the first formula, I will make it black color. So integral of e raised to power f of x dx is equal to e raised to power f of x over f dash of x plus c. But remember that f of x must be linear. So f of x must be linear. Is it clear, beta? Any problem up to over here is? No, that's the first formula. I will solve its first example. Question number 1 is integral of e raised to power 3x plus 2. According to the formula, according to the results, you have to write exponential terms as it is. This whole exponential terms, e3x plus 2, you have to write as it is, no change. Divided by the derivative of power. What's the derivative of 3x plus 2? So d by dx of 3x plus 2. So in simplified form, you will have e raised to power 3x plus 2 divided by 3 plus c. Yes, students, are you getting the point? Another example, suppose we have this one question number 2. Integral of 5 over under root e raised to power 3x. As I said earlier, that with respect to the integration, you have to remember one thing. No terms of the x must be in denominator and all the terms must be in exponential forms. So for you have to change this one into exponential forms. You have to write this one as a 5 as it is. You have to write this one e raised to power 3x whole raised to power 1 by 2. Yes, students, you know that whenever you have to remove the under root sign, this means you have to put 1 by 2. So 5 as it is, it becomes power of a power will multiply by e raised to power 3 by 2x. I got my first challenge that the no terms of x in exponent in radical form under root में नहीं होनी चाहिए. So over here is I will write this one 5 e raised to power minus 3 by 2x dx. The constant term will remain as it is, that the constant term is multiplying. So you have to write e raised to power minus 3 by 2x as it is divided by the coefficient of x, the derivative of the power. The same thing is 3 by 2 plus c. So final answer which I will get 5 divided by minus 3 by 2, it becomes minus 10 by 3. If I'm not wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong. Minus 3 by 2x plus c. Usually, it's not the hard and fast rule. Usually, the power, the sign of the power must be positive. So I can write this one as 3 e raised to power 3 by 2x plus. Hope that you are getting my points. Where you have the problems, please don't hesitate to ask the questions. That's the first rule. Then I have the second rule. The second rule is integration of a rational function. Integration of rational functions. So students, I will give three different examples. I will give three different examples. So you have to apply rational functions integration kaise ho. The first one is the first formula that is called first formula. 1 over ax plus b into dx. If the denominator is 1, remember that if the denominator is 1, if the numerator is 1 and the denominator has a linear function with whole power is 1. Again, I will explain. If the denominator is linear function of x and the numerator is 1, then its integral will be 1 over a log natural of ax plus b. What's the rule is? Denominator is linear. Denominator is linear. And There is a term of x whose power is x and x. The power of x is 1 and 1. There is no power. Then you have to apply this rule. Second formula, if the power is not 1, just like this one, ax plus b raised to power 2 dx. Then you have to apply the revision of as levels. Then you have to apply the revision of as levels. What's the revision of as level is just like this one. Then you have to apply this expression. Okay, what will you do? You have to convert these terms in the numerator. You have to convert these terms in the numerator. So first two examples are with respect to the linear expression, the denominator. Whole power is 1, then you have to apply log natural method. If whole power is other than 1, then you have to apply this method. So you have to write ax plus b raised to power minus 2 plus 1 over minus 2 plus 1 into a plus c. Students, please don't get confused by this one. In both the cases, the denominator is linear function of x. Linear function means whenever you have this expression. So the second rule is this one. The third rule is the third rule is if a function is non-linear and its derivative is over here, so the whole one is if a function is a rational function, the rational function means in which function all the terms there must be the denominator. So you have to apply over here. The method is you have to apply log natural of modulus of f of x plus c. F of x non-linear. It may be exponential, it may be trigonometric, it may be logarithmic. It's your choice. Fourth one is if you have this specific expression 1 over x squared plus a squared dx. What is the expression? Numerator must be 1. The first condition is numerator that must be 1. Denominator is x squared. There is a plus sign and there is a constant with the squared terms. So its integral will be just like this one 1 over a tan inverse of x over a plus c. Fifth formula, the fifth result is if denominator is consisting of product of factors, if denominator is consisting of product of factors, then first you have to find the partial fraction, then you will integrate. The first you have to find the partial fraction and then you will integrate. So dear students, these are the 5 rational functions, the whole in A2 concept. If you will follow the books, then the books, if you follow the book or books, then you have the 3 different chapters. This first formula is only the first chapter in the logarithmic chapters. The second formula is in another chapter. The third, four, 5 chapters, the third concepts are in other chapters. So it's very important which expression we will get and we'll have the answers. So now these formulas I will apply one by one and then I will get the answers. So the first one is I will start, space is very less. The first one, the first formula is 3 over 2 plus 5x dx. First of all, the first question is with respect to the first formula. First of all, this 3 you have to remove. This 3 you have to remove. This you have to write over here. So you will write 3 as this Then you have the 1 over 2 plus 5x. I want to just clarify that the conditions are fulfilled or not. If a linear functions in denominator with whole power 1, what's the first condition is? The function is linear in the denominator, the numerator is 1, 3 as it is. You have to put 1 over a. What over a? What's the coefficient of this x? 5 into log natural of 2 plus 5x plus 3. The final answer will be 3 over 5 log natural of 2 plus 5x plus 3. Are you getting my point, beta? So that's the first result I apply over here is. What's the result is? Conditions are, if there is a linear function in the denominator, numerator is 1, and you have to apply 1 over a. What is the a is? The coefficient of x. Log natural of whole denominator. If the same question is given, but the power is not 1, no, I will apply the second rule. Question number 2, I will apply the second rule. Integral of 3 over 2 plus 5x raised to power, suppose that is 3. Then what will you do? The same process you have to apply. 3 becomes that before the sign of integration. So 2 plus 5x raised to power minus 3 dx. Now you have to apply the concept of the S level. So what you will do, the whole expression within the whole power will remain as it is. Add 1 into the power divided by minus 3 plus 1 into 5. What's the 5? Where this 5 comes from? That's the coefficient of x plus c. So the final answer you will get minus 3 by 10, 2 plus 5x raised to power 2 plus c. Is it clear, beta? Now the next question is question number 3. That will be the third rule. So whatever the power is, suppose if you have the e raised to power x divided by 1 plus 2 times e raised to power x dx. So what are the condition is? Denominator with the non-linear expressions and numerator is also the non-linear expressions. The derivative of the denominator is in numerator. So, but over here the 2 is less. So what's the derivative of the denominator is 2 times e raised to power x. So you have to multiply and divide by 2. 2 times e raised to power x over 1 plus 2 e raised to power x dx. So it becomes 1 by 2 log natural of absolute value of denominator. You will get this expressions plus c. Now the next one is, what's the next one is? The next rule number 4. Yeah, rule number 4 is just like this one. So question number 4 is integral of 3 over 1 plus, suppose that is 4 plus x squared dx. So what you will get? First of all, you have to 3 is taken as common or right before the sign of integration. That is the x squared, that is the 2 whole square. Now apply the rule. What's the rule is 3 as it is 1 over a. 1 over a that is 2. Then you have to write the tan inverse of x over a means x by 2 plus c. So you will get 3 by 2 tan inverse of x over 2 plus c. Now the question number 5. You have to solve the complicated form of this one, and I will explain these further complicated questions or the complex questions with respect to the past papers. When we will solve the past papers and revise, I will get the answer. The last one is if you have the partial fraction, just like this one, 1 over x plus 1 into x minus 2 dx. So you can't. integrate this expression unless you have the partial fraction. And you know that what's the type of the partial fraction is. We know that the partial fraction, that's the first type, is when denominator is consisting of the linear non uh, similar factors. So ax plus 1 plus b times x plus x minus 2. Simplify, 1 is equal to the a times x minus 2 and b times x plus 1. If you want to find the value of a, then you have to put x plus 1 equal to 0. This implies x is equal to minus 1. So the answer of a will be equal to be minus 1 by 3. If you want to find the value of b, then you have to put x minus 2 equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 2. So the value of b will be 1 by 3, if I'm not wrong. So now this question becomes integral of 1 over x plus 1 x minus 2 into dx is equal to a means that minus 1 by 3 and x plus 1, b means plus 1 by 3 x minus 2 into dx. So minus 1 by 3, integral of this whole expression is log natural of x plus 1 and plus 1 by 3 log natural of x minus to the first rule you will apply plus c. Okay, all these are clear. These are the basically 3 chapters revision. These all the results are applicable, and I all the applicable in 3 different chapters, but I took it and make the single lecture to form the integration of the rational functions. In other questions, in other scenarios, I will get this one. Thank you, beta. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.